Welcome back to the NFL show on talkSPORT via talkSPORT USA YouTube channel. And this weekend, live on talkSPORT 2, our exclusive coverage, 6 games from the opening week, including Sunday night football, undoubtedly the jewel in the crown of week 1, as the Buffalo Bills face off with the Baltimore Ravens at Orchard Park. And I'm delighted to say that joining us now, not one but 2 offensive linemen of those Buffalo Bills, our countryman, our friend, Travis Clayton's with us. Travis, how are you doing, sir?
Doing well. How you doing?
I love that. A wave is great. This will go out on radio as well, so any talking is also appreciated, buddy.
I mean, some people might not know who I am.
And Ryan Vandermark, really appreciate your time, sir. How are you doing?
Doing great. Happy to be here.
Love it. Look, thank you so much for joining us, guys. Look, firstly, going into week 1, how has preseason been for you guys? How ready and raring are you to get going for this week 1?
Yeah, I mean, it's been great to get finally a preseason under my belt after, obviously, last year not being able to do the preseason, injured during training camp. So, yeah, it's been good to get some reps in whenever I've been able to play.
That's key, Travis, I guess, because from your perspective, actually having a training camp, actually being out there after that shoulder injury last year, like how much have you just learned and come on in these last 3-4 months?
Yeah, look, if I compare what I've done from last year to this year, I think the improvement has been very good. There's obviously going to be mistakes here and there with reps, but that's just going to be part of the growth going forward that I need to work on.
He's humbling himself. He's been doing a great job. I mean, you get this guy from Europe who's never played a down of football in his life. Great rugby player out there, I've heard. And then he comes here and he starts playing American football and watching his progression, especially this season, getting those reps during the preseason. Get a few of those reps under your belt, you start to get the flow of things, and watching Travis progress throughout these last few months has been awesome. And, you know, he's got a high ceiling, and he's going to be a great player as long as he sticks to it.
Ryan, for you, like a guy coming into the league with plenty of background in football, but also, fighting for a place on that roster, coming in and playing as a reserve, when you see somebody coming in who does have no experience, who has like the pure physicals, I mean, we can see it. He's a huge human being and clearly a great athlete, but like just explain to people how difficult that is with no football background to come in and learn a position like tackle.
Yeah, that's you're getting thrown to the fire. You know, you don't know what's going on half the time. I've had a football background my whole life. I know schemes of plays. I know bases of plays. I know how they're supposed to be run and where the aiming points are. But you get a guy like Travis, like I said, I mean, doesn't really know anything. He's kind of got to pick up the whole sport in such a short amount of time. And, you know, that's just like you're basically in school. You're basically in football school, and you're learning the game, and you're learning how the plays are run, where the quarterback's doing, what the running back's doing, and, you know, you got to figure it out pretty quick. And I think Travis has done a great job of that. And, you know, every day he learns something new, and it's awesome to see him just play and compete to a high level.
For both of you, how much fun is it as well working in that Joe Brady scheme where, we see the 6th offensive lineman coming in a lot. We see a lot of, like, obviously the run game's so key there. And then working with Josh and knowing that you've got such a superstar behind you. It just seems like you guys are having fun every down.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, it's truly an honor to block for 17. I mean, when he's back there in the pocket and you're in the game, it's a different feeling. You know, you're blocking for the MVP. So, you know, you got to show your best because they're bringing their best. But, yeah, we have fun here. Joe's an awesome coach. I mean, he's always coming up with new schemes and new stuff to make practice fun and light. And, you know, we do a great job with it.
We do for sure. And not even just like Joe, obviously, like Vandy said, he is a great guy. But the whole offense, the whole offensive line room, everyone's been so, like, welcoming from when I actually came out here last year. You come into this industry and you have fun here. I hear sometimes guys go to teams where it's not fun. The guys don't hang out in the evenings. But in Buffalo, this is what we do. We're all friends. We're all like a family, and that's just what Buffalo is.
Deep offensive line room as well. But I kind of love that it's one of the great offensive line in the league. It's talented as hell, but I think Dion's probably the highest drafted guy in the second round. You've got a lot of undrafted guys, a lot of late round guys in that room as well. And I always wonder, does that mean that everyone understands each other a little better, realizes the hard work you've got to do to get here?
This is Dawkins.
All right. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I look up to Dion. He's been able to guide me with technique.
But there he is.
That's what he asked.
All right, good.
Is that not
Yeah, I
what
mean
he asked?
that I'll take it. Let's talk about Dion because the guy is a legend. Like, you know.
Wait, can you repeat the question?
No,
about
it's
that?
fine. It's just about like coming in as as a late round pick for yourself. There's a bunch of late round picks in that room and drafted guys. Like Dion is probably the highest drafted guy in the second round, right? So it's like I always feel guys have that appreciation knowing that they are in the league. They're fighting for their place in a league where like the average career length is what, less than 3 years. So I think like for me, I see that from the outside, and it must be cool that you guys all have that shared experience together.
Yeah, I mean, every day's a competition. You know, everybody's kind of fighting for a spot. Obviously, we got those core guys who are starters and have been last season, but everything under that it kind of just shakes down. So you know, you got to compete every day for that spot. And then like you said, like there's not a lot of high drafted guys. Dion's the highest at the second round. We don't even have a first rounder in the room. So kind of that feeling in that way, everybody kind of realizes how much work you got to put in. Even the higher drafted guys, like the third, the fourth, and the fifth, they still know that hey, like anything can happen. Anybody could get cut, and it's a good feeling. You know, we're kind of all in this together, and we all work hard, and we kind of just five as one. To be honest, I mean, we all work out together, and we all hang out together, and that's really the main thing. It doesn't matter if you're drafted, undrafted. You can get your foot in the door. You're in the league, and you're in the business. So as long as you're in that room, I mean, go ahead, have fun.
Hey, Travis, how important has Dion Dawkins been to your career so far?
He's been very influential. He's a big guy, just like myself, and like I said previously, he's been able to kind of break down technique for me. Say if I'm working on the left side one day, he can break down the technique to make it easier for myself, and then be like, maybe try it this way, and sometimes that has helped me a lot.
Are you amazed how much technique goes into it when you?
100%. I think a lot of people don't realize the amount of technique that is needed for an offensive lineman. People just look on TV and just be like, oh, you're blocking the defensive line, you're blocking free tech. But the amount of footwork, hand placement, hat placement, it's insane. And the way you have to react if this happens, if a defender moves in this direction, there's just so much going on that offensive line. It's a lot. Yeah.
And look, in a scheme like yours, which is run heavy and offensive line heavy, that's great. But nerds like me watch the offensive line, and yet it can be quite a thankless task. It's one of those things where you might have 50 reps and 49 of them you do your job, and one of them you miss you don't have the right technique. A guy gets inside you, whatever it might be, and suddenly everyone's talking about that play. So yeah, I think that's why I kind of think offensive linemen are amazing, because you just you've got to go deal with that.
The best thing for us is going unnoticed.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of don't hear your name. That means you're doing a good job.
Facts.
I mean, you can have a perfect game in like you said, 60 plays, and on that 59th play, like something breaks down, something goes wrong, and then boom, you're working at Subway. Like that's just how it is. You give up one sack a game, like you're not in the league no more. So I mean, you really got to be on your P's and Q's in the position we play, and that's just how it is. So yeah, I mean, you just got to.
Look, from looking forward to this season and this weekend, starting at home, last ever season at Orchard Park at Highmark Stadium. Like Travis, you've experienced that both pre-season, you've experienced it there as a fan, but having a game as big as this, Sunday Night Football, a repeat of last year's playoffs, in front of those fans, how special is this going to be on Sunday?
Yeah, it's going to be unbelievable. Everyone knows that Bills Mafia turns up. It's going to be pretty wild, a night game. It's probably going to be a crazy-ass light show going on, and the atmosphere is just going to be insane.
We were talking with Rashad Bateman from the Ravens earlier on, and I think the only problem for me is that I'd much rather you were playing them in December or January, because I am so happy the new stadium doesn't have a roof on it. I'm so happy that you are maintaining that advantage, because you guys might not enjoy getting out there in like 20-degree weather when it comes to that time of year. But I think it's massive that other teams have to come into that environment and deal with that.
Oh, I love it, especially when you get a team from the South or that's used to the heat. They come up here and they're not really used to that snow. You know, it starts snowing pregame, and then you get out and there's snow on the ground for kickoff. I mean, it's an awesome atmosphere, and those late games, I mean, it definitely is our advantage. We're used to it. We love the cold here. So, I mean, I love it when it's snowing. I mean, the atmosphere is awesome.
And we've seen some shots of it so far, but how cool is that new stadium looking?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think they tried to model it after the Tottenham Stadium.
Same as Tottenham Stadium.
Yeah, so I mean, it's looking great. I think they're going to make a little community out of it too. Put some nice shops around there. I'm super excited. They've done a great job, and Terry's done awesome funding that and keeping that in line.
And just to finish off with, like, there are high expectations of the Bills this season. You would expect that. You mentioned with 17 back there, you feel like he's one of those guys who's always going to keep your window open, right? But what are the expectations on your guys' shoulders? What are you putting on yourselves this year? And what has been the message from Coach McDermott and the rest of the staff there going into 2025?
Yeah, I mean, for me personally and selfishly, I mean, I expect us to go all the way. I expect us to win the Super Bowl. I mean, that's always been a dream of everybody in the NFL. And if you're on a team and that's not your dream, you shouldn't be on the field. So, yeah, quite personally, it's just going out there and fighting every day with your teammates and your brothers to achieve that ultimate goal of being world champion.
So you're saying we'll be hanging out in San Francisco in February then?
Oh yeah,
100%.
Love that. Absolutely love that. Look, boys, we really appreciate you taking the time out to chat with us. We're really excited to see what the Bills achieve this weekend. This game on Sunday is absolutely sensational. And Travis, as always, all the best from this side of the pond. We love watching what you're doing, and we love to see what's going to happen this year.
Thank you, man. Say hello to all them Bills Mafia fans in the UK.
Oh, we will. And I will make sure I take a little stop off in Amazing Stoke and let them know that the love is there.
Yeah, let them know too.
Ryan, if you don't know this, he's from a place called Basingstoke, which is just down the road from where I'm from. And we spent our childhoods referring to it as Amazing Stoke. So you can throw that at Travis at any point.
Very cool. All I know, I see a bunch of videos of nightlife in Manchester.
It's nothing like that. Basingstoke is not like the nightlife of Manchester. I'll tell you that for nothing.
Trav's going to bring me out there this offseason.
Oh, yeah. Randy's coming.
We're going to go venture around whatever the hell you guys
Manchester, Liverpool, London.
Boys, if you come...
We'll wear my 1776 t-shirt.
If you get down to London... if you get down...
Let's end it.
If you boys get down to London...
I have to.
Hit me up. We'll make sure you get to the right spots. Thank you, boys. Really appreciate it.
All right, awesome.
All right. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Will.